Evening all. How you going, Tony? Got our air conditioners installed today. Not that we need them. It's neither hot nor cold. Hello, Scarlett. It's a pleasant evening here. It is 19 degrees Celsius. Like I say, that's no wind, so it's okay. What you guys been up to? Cloudy morning here, about 45 degrees. Thunderstorms, cold. I see some weather coming your way. Wind warning for you, Scarlett. Very frustrating because I haven't been down the shops for quite a while. Trying to get the kid to sleep. We've had 5 kids. I can sympathise with you, Tony. Yeah, just when you think you're winning, I'm going to give you a little tip. You ready? It's all quiet. Yeah. Tony, I'm going to give you a secret. With kids in general, if you've got a little bit of music playing in the background or the television, don't turn it down. Don't make your house quiet. Just let it be normal. Because if you don't, as soon as the pin drops, they go, what's that? What's that, Dad moving around? Dad, get here. Trust me, you'll thank me later. Normal music, normal television. Yeah, 9's still the same. If they don't hear the regular normal noises, they play out. Like they're going to come out and say, what's going on? What are you up to, Mum? Kids are funny like that. You know what kids like? Like I just said, routine. Yep. All my kids were taught the same and it works. Like just the normal noises of a house, television, radio. Just let it be. Never try and quieten down a house because that's unnatural. But 9-year-olds, no school. Good luck there, Tony. Anyway, I was telling you, I've been to the shop for a while. Went to the shop, done all I'm after, because I made some lamb and vegetable soup. And I strained it this morning, added a bit of cheese, a bit of curry. So I'm going to make curry, lamb and vegetable pies. So I go down the shop, no pastry. Suddenly everyone's becoming a culinary expert. You could normally go there and buy 500 sheets of Pampers puff pastry, but none. So I thought I'll go around a local shop, just round the corner, pretty quiet there. There's none there either. You know what's happening? Everyone's got enough toilet paper now. Now they're after pastry. That's right, puff pastry is the new toilet paper. Yeah, I can make it. Of course I can make it. Bit of melted butter, bit of flour. Yeah, it's not that hard. Yeah, you need butter. But you're sort of making a short crust pastry doing that one. I like a bit of flaky pastry. It can't be. What I'm going to do is, I'm just going to put the container in the freezer. No, there's nothing. Everything. When I say pastry, everything. The only thing that was left, Scarlett, was some phyllo pastry. But I'll just bung the ingredients in the freezer. and when pastry becomes available. That or I'll wrap it in toilet paper, one of the two. Toilet paper pies. Could take off. You can eat them and wipe your ass at the same time. Buffering. I do apologise.
It is buffering.
My apologies.
It's, again,
Philo. We just call it F-I-L-O here. Philo. But you've got to go all fancy on me and go Philo. Anyway, it's not the end of the world. Like I say, I can freeze the ingredients. It's funny what people are buying though, because most of the other shelves are stacked pretty good. There's still no yeast. None.
what was I been trying to get? Oh, the only soap that I can use. I haven't been able to get it for 4 months now.
But you've got some.
Yeah, but it's getting to the point. Yeah, I can't use the other soap. That
No, but you've got some.
a little bit.
Yeah.
But I couldn't
You'll
get
just have to
any.
ration, do you? Wash one side of your body Wednesday, and the following Thursday, wash the other side.
Or just don't wash.
Or don't wash.
Oh, yuck.
Make a starter for bread. I can do all those things, but I've hurt my shoulder, Scarlett.
He's being a bit like, I think what it is, we're just buffering really bad.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, no, it's just age, my shoulder. I overdid it on the second window I fixed up. Overstretched.
I don't know why.
So I'm paying a price this week.
I think it's 'cause
Still been doing stuff, planted fruit trees,
uh,
moved stuff around, sweeping.
that's the thing. I think because we've been doing so much of that, you
Well-
don't want to make pastry from scratch.
No, I can make it. I can make all of them.
We know you
I
can
can
make it.
I can make pork pie pastry. I can make flaky pastry. I can make puff pastry. I can make normal pastry. Just that my shoulder hurts. So I was going to cheat, Scarlett, and buy it ready-made. But everyone's hoarding it.
I just got 10 packs.
No idea why. Yeah, you don't need yeast to make bread.
I think sometimes too that their ordering system is out of whack.
No, it's people buying the shit for sure. Well, I mean, in all of this, if people are buying pastry and say they're using leftovers to make pasties or pies, that's good. People are learning to be a little bit more thrifty and frugal.
Yeah, but
And we know they're growing heaps of vegetables because all the seedlings disappear.
yeah, well,
That's good.
yeah, garden stuff is at an all-time low. I've got to admit. Must be another train coming. It just seems to constantly be dinging.
Oh, well, maybe it's a busy night.
That's that noise we heard before. It's like something hit the back fence.
Oh, it might have been. Might have been a cat trying to jump. I mowed the lawn yesterday. Came up pretty good with my new electric lawnmower.
Right.
I think a lot of the internet has been saturated. People working from home, people not going anywhere, using more of the bandwidth. I think that could be why sometimes I buffer.
Now it's buffering again.
Yeah, okay. As I spoke about it, it happened.
Yeah.
I have no idea what to do. If I change to 4G, it might help, but I'm going to just tell them I'm going to try to change to 4G. I do not know. Am I back? I just changed to 4G. Am I still spinning?
Yes.
Maybe refresh. Maybe just refresh.
Okay.
Just tell everyone to refresh if they're still... Oh, fine, okay. I just changed to 4G. which is normally pretty strong. So trains are noisy tonight, aren't they?
Yeah.
Just the wind blowing in the right. Yeah, it is. It's a train. It's a gentle breeze that's blowing from that direction.
Yeah, we like trains too. Especially going to train museums.
A few years ago, we went down onto an old steam engine place down south called Dwellingup, and magnificent riding an old steam train. Just good fun. It was all old seats, bench seats, tables. Oh, he was an engineer. Was his name Casey? No, but they're good fun. They're really good fun. Yeah, a lot of engineers just, when they got the job, they never changed. They just stayed. I think they had a love of trains. That would obviously be one of the main reasons.
It's strange, I'm not on 4G. It stopped buffering, but you had to go to 4G.
Well, I'm transmitting.
Yeah.
I don't know why. So we cleared a bit of the air. We got all these air conditioners installed today. Anyway, so we've got a bit of space on the back deck now, which is good.
Well, still got to tidy up and...
Yeah, still got crap lying around, but we've got to wait till we get our shed. Put our crap in the shed.
No, there won't be a lot to go in the shed. It's just little bits, like everything in the office.
Oh, it's paint and tools. And Surrey, where there was a big train station. We go to Nova Scotia and then to USA. Sounds like you had a great life. Some terrible news out of Nova Scotia, obviously. You've heard that. 19 people. Terrible. I can tell you, I did some research today. I did ask Buttercup to do a similar thing. Now, it's probably due to social distancing, or is it, in Australia for a set period, and that could be 6 months. There normally is 1,800 deaths just to the normal flu. Scale it, 1,800. The statistics blew me away today. For that 6-month period in Australia, the normal flu killed 50 people. I'm not sure whether alarm bells are going off or we've only been really social distancing for 2 months.
I missed the beginning of what you said.
Flu cases, normal flu kills in the 6-month period in Australia, 1,800 people.
Yeah.
That's normal. In the last 6 months, which includes the last 3 months we've had the virus, it's killed 50. It's staggering.
Yeah.
Well, it could be that. It could be, or it could simply be that everyone taking precautions and distancing. Because look, even the common cold is down here.
Change of season, everybody gets the sniffles.
We're not getting, I haven't heard anyone sneeze.
No, because we're not going anywhere or doing anything. So normal germs aren't getting spread.
Well, like I say, I did ask Buttercup. I'm not sure if she had a chance today, but I had a look at mine for Australia. And 18. So roughly every year about 3,500 to 4,000 people die in Australia from the normal either bacterial or viral flu.
Pneumonia.
Yep, through pneumonia. That's normal. But in 6 months, we've only had 50 in Australia.
But Scarlett's right, they're just attributing every death.
Well, that doesn't work in Australia because we've only had 71 deaths from COVID-19.
I know this is like morbid, but I know it's hard. I want to see autopsy reports.
Okay.
I want to hear...
I'm just telling you the facts.
Yeah,
that 1,800 still doesn't add up to the 50 that did die of the flu and the 71 that died from the virus.
No.
That's only 121.
Yeah, previous
not
numbers...
1,800.
Yeah, previous numbers, you can guarantee that that'd be correct because it's It's not a massive amount of deaths at one go.
It's fairly consistent.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, I'm trying to clarify. Normally there's 1,800 deaths in Australia in 6 months from the flu, viral or
Yes.
bacterial.
Yes.
There's only been 50,
Yes.
and we've only had 71 people die of COVID.
Yes.
If you add the 50 and the 71, that's only 121.
Yes.
That's nowhere near 1,800.
I understand that, but I'm talking about previous, before COVID was here.
They're consistent records.
Yes.
Every year. 3,500, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 in a bad year.
I know, and they do autopsies on all
No.
deaths.
No, they don't.
Well, on majority of deaths they do.
No. Death by autopsy is through suspicion or malpractice. It's not automatic. If a coroner says this looks suspicious, there will be an autopsy.
Yeah, but that's just...
If an old guy dies in a nursing home, they bury him.
Yeah, well, that's like Mum and Dad. There wasn't an autopsy on them because they knew what Mum and Dad had, and they knew what Mum and Dad were going to pass away of. I get that. They didn't do autopsies on Mum and Dad when they passed.
My point is, they don't do autopsies on everyone. They
No,
don't.
I get that. But you can't, like in other countries, in between there are other reasons for people passing. They can't blame every single death in the world these last, what?
3 or 4 months.
3 or 4 months on COVID.
No, but what I'm saying, I'm not saying a conspiracy at all. I'm saying we have only had 50
Yeah.
flu deaths and 71 COVID deaths in all of Australia. That's only 121. We normally have 1,800. So if one thing I'm trying to explain is that if social distancing is reducing the spread of the normal flu, we've actually saved about 1,500 lives.
Yeah, now you better scroll back and read Scarlett's comments because you haven't been reading it.
I do know what they're doing in Australia. I don't know what they're doing in your country, Scarlett. But everyone that has died, be them old, I think our youngest is 41 out of the 71 people. Blood samples have been taken from all of them.
Yeah.
So they are going to research.
Yeah,
later.
Yeah. Scarlett also said it'd be risky doing autopsies on some. I understand that. But yeah, like, I still swear that my 2 sisters and my niece had it back in January. I haven't told them yet, but I should tell them because they do, well, Ingrid could, Matilda, they probably don't do it over there, blood tests to show if you've had it.
Yeah, no,
Apparently there's
antibodies.
blood tests, yeah.
Antibodies. But I
Yeah.
mean, they're still not perfect. Yeah, Scarlett, I'd say if it was one country, I might be thinking I'd agree with you, but it's the world. We have different political systems all around the world. They wouldn't all be operating together. They hate each other. So that, for me, again, you have to bear with me. I'm very logical and lateral. Doesn't make sense. If it's a political or a new world, there is no such thing as new world order. It's the old world order. If it was anything to do with them, it'd be specifically in countries, few, 5, 6 maybe, but it's all over the world. No, politically the world is not connected at all.
You don't reckon?
No. Financially, yes.
Well, that's political. That
No.
goes in under political.
No. Political is different.
I don't know. I think there's...
A lot of political presidents, governors, premiers, they're just puppets of the industrial complex, but they're not.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. There's rulers that even rule hierarchy.
Well, I mean, I got to ask you again, without pushing the point scale, prove it to me. And it's very hard to prove. It's speculation, it's hearsay, it's supposition, it's like, yeah, it sounds nasty. What I'm saying is that politically, nothing in the world is joined. Most countries hate each other. They want to fight and trade wars against each other. They want to be on top. So that doesn't work. The industrial complex, however, is world controlled. And one of the industrial complexes at the moment is shitting their pants. See, most of the rich people that run this planet are heavily into oil. It's a good day for the little man, Scarlett.
Yeah, prove it wrong. No,
I don't have to prove you wrong at all. I don't make a statement that it's political or New World Order, and I don't do that because I had nothing to prove my point.
No, what she means is what she's saying. And Scarlett, it'd be cool if we were sitting around a table, having nibblies and a drink
Yeah,
and a discussion.
I've always got an open mind, like very open, and I will let a lot of information soak in. But after a while, when it's like it doesn't make sense, it's a lot of fear and supposition, and so I can't agree with things that are just fear-driven. Factual, yeah. Industrial complex, yeah, it does. The machines of war, they make a lot of money for a lot of people. But like I say, I don't go off the cuff and say certain things without facts. I've just given you some facts today. 50 people died in 6 months in Australia through bacterial and viral flu, where normally 1,800 do. However, the COVID-19 can't make up the difference. There's only 71 deaths in Australia. Add the 50 who died through flu, and let's say the 71 were flu, but they're covering them up as COVID, we're still 1,780 better off lives are still alive. So can we say COVID-19 has saved 1,700 Australian lives these last 6 months? That would be a silly statement, but it is a fact. Like I say, the figures are extraordinary.
Well, there's still some countries lying. I don't care what
Well,
anyone says. I can't prove that because I'm not a doctor and I'm not over in that country. But you cannot tell me that some of those Asian countries like Indonesia, China...
Oh, they'd be terrible now. They would be terrible.
What are they supposedly? Only 1,000 dead in
Well,
Indonesia?
I'll just give you an example. In Australia, if a person dies in a nursing home through the virus, it's counted. In America, it's not counted.
But there was one nursing home that in America, was it America? Lost an incredible amount and they had nowhere to put the bodies and it was days before anyone...
Yeah, it was a nursing home.
Yeah. You remember that story?
Yeah, there were 14 bodies crammed into a little morgue.
It was more than 14.
Well, anyway, they just didn't have room. Yeah, there are now 7 coronaviruses, Scarlett. This is number 7. Hello, old gringo. So those figures to me, I researched today, are staggering. 50 deaths in 6 months through bacterial and viral pneumonia, flu, and we normally have 1,800.
Oh my God.
So that is remarkably a difference. And you can go back 20 years and it's about between 2,000 and 6,000 people a year that have died through the flu, bacterial or viral, every year. But the first 6 months of this period, 50.
We'll see what happens as the weather gets colder. What's for breakfast, old gringo? All right, Scarlett, bring us one back too, please.
I just had one, I'm good. I'll pee.
I have a bicky with mine, please, Scarlett.
Actually, you got those cakes in there. You should be eating some.
So should you. I'll
Bring-
go and get some, but I don't want to
Yeah.
make another coffee. I had one fried egg, one sausage.
Tortilla, hot sauce and salsa. That sounds like a good start. And a
Yeah,
coffee.
Breakfast.
Good start to the day.
My goodness.
Yeah, so I asked that question of Buttercup if she would try and find stats. I think she's going to come up with a similar stat. Maybe not as extraordinary as Australia's, but... No, I if I had you over as a guest, in the morning I would make bacon and egg, sausage, mushrooms, grilled tomato. But that's because there's a guest. Or we have it every blue moon. Generally, I don't have breakfast at all.
We have a piece of toast.
Took a walk in the forest. Ah, did you see any Sasquatch?
Didn't see any Sasquatch.
Yeah.
Sasquatch.
Show them the bargain first. We couldn't get any pastry today, but we got these. These are normally like $5. They are chocolate cream filled profiteroles.
Oh, that would have been cute, old gringo.
And we're going to share them with you, all right? That's only fair.
chocolate cream filled. I like the ones that are custard and chocolate. I mean,
They could have custard in them.
no, these don't.
Don't they? Okay. I'll just get one for Gringo and old Scarlet first. That's for you, Scarlet. Take that one. Get another one for old Gringo. That's your, oh, that's a beauty, Gringo. Grab that. Oh, yeah, yeah. And I'll have one myself. It's only fair.
Oh, you took some pictures of movie. Is it on your channel, old Gringo?
Yum.
I gotta sort this out. I can't click on your name and go to your channel anymore from here. I have to get on the computer and
They'd make a good topping for a kid's birthday cake.
yeah, put it on your channel.
What, your breakfast?
Yeah, or breakfast as well.
Yeah, see, the thing is, some of my first videos, old Gringo, was just me showing breakfast. I didn't even talk. I just put a caption saying, breakfast.
But I'm talking about he took pictures and a little clip of the
Yeah, that'll do for a video.
walk in the forest.
You don't have to show yourself in any video. I'll tell you, as a good example is Adam. We haven't seen Adam for a while, but he never takes pictures or videos of himself, but he shows the ice lag, the tracks. Yeah, so you don't have to put yourself in front of camera.
You don't even have to talk, old Gringo. If you look at some of my videos, it's just music.
Actually, all he has to do is over every little video he does.
Wow.
Wow, 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 wow. Bacon and eggs. Wow, wow, wow. Salsa.
Could you freeze them? Because you've got another pack in there.
Yep.
They're very sweet. I don't think I'd want to try and eat both these packs the
No.
next day. Maybe you can freeze the other one.
Guys, please help yourself. Look, don't. In my house, you don't have to
Yeah,
ask.
Scarlett.
Just help yourself.
Just around, like you film around where you are, but you don't have to show major landmarks or.
Hello, Sids. Tell you what you can do with your videos. Well, I can do it on my iPhone, and I'm not that clever. You can go to your video and you can mute any of the sounds that you do with your videos. You just have the video, and you can either narrate over it or you can just add other music to it. So if you don't want to let people hear that you're near a train station or you're outside a brothel, you know, normal things, you can just mute the sound on your video. Sids, grab one. This is profiteroles. Yum. There's 2, 4, 6. There's 2 each for Scarlet, Gringo, and Sids. Yeah, go for it.
How you been, Sids?
We bought them because they're 75 cents. They're normally $5.
Yeah, no, actually, I made them. I made that.
21% uploaded. He's doing it as we speak. Make sure you drop a link of your video
Yeah.
before you leave.
Yes, actually, drop a link. Yeah, I made them. They came out of the oven, packaged and everything.
No, she got them from the Sids, yeah. Sids, no, you don't use your hands. Just open your mouth. There we go. Yep, up. There you go.
Oh, you've had back problems.
Super early. We go to bed that time most nights.
9, 8, 9. Yeah, it's because we've just been so busy.
And Sid swallows it. Yum. Chocolatey, creamy. It's cream actually in there.
I mean, I've got to admit, the first couple of nights now in this new bedroom has been a bit, well, not weird, because I'm used to sleeping at the front of the house, like, and it's very quiet. You notice that?
Well, I mean, the other thing, it's a really big bed. And you flap around like a fish on a wharf, just being caught, normally. But the bed is, it's a, what is it?
It's a king.
No, the type of bed. It's a
The
memory
mattress
foam.
is a memory foam.
And I don't, there's no thrashing of fish. No, I bake my pies. I was just saying to the guys earlier, Sids, I went down, and we don't often go to the shop these days, but went down to get some pastry, some nice puff pastry. I always put short crust on the bottom, puff pastry on top, because I made a lamb and vegetable soup, heaps of it. So I drained a bit off, added a bit of cheese, bit of curry sauce. So this was all, and I'd done that before, went down the shop to get the pastry, and it sold out. Everyone's buying pastry. They've run out of toilet paper and pastry now.
Oh, Scarlett, can you change the one that you make me, please, to the dark? What's the olives I like? Not the green ones. What's the other? The red, white, brown olives.
Black olives.
What are they called? They've got a different name. They're like a deep red.
What is the Caminati, or there's something different brands of olive, but the olive is just a black olive, even though sometimes it looks a bit purple.
Yeah, yeah. It sounds yum, Scarlett, though.
Right, your last one, Scarlett. Here it comes. Yeah, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I think that's the one I'll go. Is it? What's it?
Yeah, the calamati.
That's it.
That's usually one with bits of spices in it, things.
Man, Sid usually goes to bed between 3 and 4 a.m. Are you nuts, woman?
I've had enough. I can't eat anymore.
No, I can't.
They're very rich, as you would know, Scarlett, because you've had 2. Oh, Sid's get it. Oh, well, that's 1 each. Only fair.
I have to freeze the other pack. I mean, yeah, I used to go to bed at like 11, 11:30, get up at 5:30, and occasionally a couple of times a year for sleeping.
I'm always up early, 5:36, me. I keep very quiet.
But again, occasionally you'll have a time where you go to bed at 9 and you've actually slept till 9. I
have exhaustion that catches,
Yeah.
mainly because of the build. Like I would seriously get up 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning to do stuff, and then a couple of days of doing that, come one night I'd go, ugh.
But don't you reckon sometimes it's actually, as probably sounds weird, nice to get up at 2, 3 in the morning and just sit, and it's.
Well, I enjoy it. I do
You
it
know
often.
what I mean? It's like dead silent.
4 or 4:30, Scarlett gets up. I'm an early bird. I'm up before the sun every day. It's the best time. You get that little cackle of birds between just before sunrise and about 10
Yeah.
minutes after, and those birds go completely nuts. It's great. 5 to 6, sometimes earlier. I can only sleep about 6 hours. And the last thing I like doing is lying in bed at like 4 in the morning
There we
with
go.
my eyes open.
Right.
It's just impossible to lay in bed if you're awake.
I have to give it a sec. Sometimes I click on a link and it won't work for me, which is what's happening now. I think because you've got no space. Have you got a space between the? Oh yeah. There, now it worked.
Yeah, insomnia. I tell you what I do take, and I don't take medications at all. But I have taken in the last 6 months a complex B vitamin,
Oh,
and that's helped me sleep, I'll be honest with you.
well, they're lovely looking geese.
Yeah. This is some of Gringo's work.
So everybody click on that link. Oh, look at the baby.
Good quality video too.
Yeah. He's only just uploaded it because it'll
Yeah.
get better. Oh, look at the baby.
That's cool. I was spinning. If you're getting the wheel of death, I apologise. Healthy, wealthy and wise. Yeah, probably got all them 3. But I do like getting up early.
There you go.
Am I spinning
Done.
for you guys? Because I'm spinning on my own screen.
Alright, I'll have a look at it. I was watching Gringo's. Yes. No.
Well, mine's spinning, which is weird. Canada Goose, yep. I don't know why it's spinning. So it's not,
No, not for
Yeah.
me. It's not spinning.
tis a mine. Have a look.
Oh.
Weird. Maybe the goose did it. I always thought it was unfair for sheep because you got a goose and then you've got geese, but you've only got sheep. You can't say sheepies. My screen is buffering when I'm transmitting on, but it looks like it's not buffering for everyone else. Maybe I've been infiltrated by Homeland Security. Ah. If I go missing and come back in 10 years with a probing video, you know what happened.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it's not fair, is it?
Are you still buffering?
Sheep.
Are you still...
Yeah, it's still spinning. Have a look. It's just weird. Never seen that before. And it's a big circle.
Yeah.
All right, as long as it's good your end. It's just doing a mad circle on my end. So we've got the air conditioners in, which is good, and we don't need them now because it's neither hot nor cold. But even at night time, I have a little fan.
Are you getting the chat?
Yep, getting all the chat. You don't call them mouses, do you? No.
Okay, I'll go.
That's good. More the merrier. Keep them going. Macy's. I got Macy's feces everywhere.
Oh yeah, Mrs. Fisher's murder mystery. My sister likes to watch them.
Now that is a weird noise.
No, that's the third time I've heard that today. It's a
Did
bell.
you hear that bell, guys? Ding, ding.
When you were having a nana nap and I was out here, I'm thinking, I can hear a bell.
Yeah, but they don't normally have a bell.
No. Must have just been the wrong wind blowing because usually old Gringo hears everything.
It was a definite
It was a bell.
two-ring bell, wasn't
Yep.
it? Ding, ding. Like an old steam train bell. That's what the guards used to do. Ding, ding. Haven't heard him today. He's not next door. It's a few houses down.
It's 2 houses down and we haven't heard him today or yesterday,
No.
have we?
No. I don't like the idea of any young animal, cat or dog, being put outside in its early months. Hello, Shamo. So that's another job done. The air conditioners are in, or the reverse cycle ones. There's 4 that was put in today. So we've got 7 reverse cycle air conditioners, which means that you only have to turn 1 on in the room you're in.
That's right. Yeah, we do
Don't
have
hear any
doors
door.
without windows.
Yes, we do.
In
You've
the
seen
house.
the
It's just
80 or 100-year-old doors that we restored, haven't you, Scarlett?
No, that's Chamo who asked.
Oh, Chamo. Yeah, you've seen them.
He's just being smart.
It's ready. It's ready to go. We even got brand new 1,000 thread Egyptian count sheets,
Yes.
so you can slide your bum all over it.
But I have to find pillowcases now. I find it very odd that these sheets did not come with pillowcases. Now I have to go.
Doing good here, Shamo. Doing very good.
Now I've got to match the pillowcases. Although I could go a different colour, couldn't I? I wear odd socks, so why?
I don't like really dark pillowcases. I don't care what they are, as long as they're not dark.
Why? What's...
Just me, preference.
Oh, okay.
Is that all right?
So I'll go what?
I don't care.
Is this the other one, Gringo? Oh, you turned the camera sideways, Gringo. What in the hell did you do?
I'm getting seasick.
Nose back round. That's a nice little area. Oh, look at the geese. Hello, geese. Don't feed them bread.
Good looking park there. It's always good to go down to any water and watch animals.
That's the price of gas in Texas right now.
$1.16 a gallon. Cheap. Or that would be in litres, 40 cents a litre. Mind you can buy crude for $0. Not sure where you guys are going to store.
There's another. Well, the transit seems to be a lot tonight.
Scarlett's talking to you.
Oh, sorry. I was just. Okay. Yep. I shall put it in. I was just checking out the little geesies.
I shall show the
Shall
room.
the doors and windows.
No, Shamma gets no windows.
Go on.
We've got the fruit trees in their big wine barrels. Can't see much because it's night time. And the wife's got all the solar lights throughout the garden. But I will show you the room that's finished. So just for Shamo, right, there's a door without a window, Shamo. It says assistant principal. That's where guests stay. And that's our bedroom with principal. So this is finished. It's got a nice, sort of purplish fitted sheet. And this is how we do our dooners. You get one for each side instead of a nice big dooner that someone pulls over and you miss out. So at the moment, the room's being caretakered by Fig Leaf and old Gringo. So they're keeping an eye on it. They've got a few friends. When you get here, you'll realise how many teddies. Is that a solid wood? Yes, it is. Solid wood. They were, if you've seen the old videos, you see, I wasn't allowed to restore this to perfect. In other words, there was little dings in it, like, see this? And this, which I can fix. And that. As I was fixing them, I said, no, leave them in. So I had to leave them in, even though I'm very good at fixing timber.
Did you show a window to Fig Leaf?
Well, it would have been inadvertent.
I'm sitting here, because you're in there showing it, and I'm sitting here talking, answering Scarlett. I'm thinking, why am I talking? No one can hear me.
Oh dear.
What was I saying? Scarlett, I can't.
So while I was taking the camera inside the house, showing you the room, Mandy was talking to all of you, thinking the camera was still here.
Oh dear. What was the great idea? Because I didn't come in with you. Scarlett said great idea.
It would have been the dooners, I think, so how we have separate ones.
Oh yeah, because of how.
It's queen bed, but they're king size single dooners. So more than enough.
So Scarlett, I put my email address in. Oh, it's another train.
They're moving stuff.
Yeah, there must be. We've never had that many, one after the other.
It's probably the Scarlet Poppyfield Express. book review video, you'll
Yeah,
put it on.
Put your link in.
I will certainly have a look at your videos tonight when I
Yeah.
finish. So that will
Yeah.
happen.
I subscribe to you, so you got another.
Like I say,
sub.
you don't have to be in front of the camera.
No, but that little area near you, that's really nice, old Ringo.
Well, you have to wait to visit
Yes.
Sits because no one's allowed into Australia
Since we are a bit disappointed
at the
we
moment.
won't be coming to America this year.
Yeah, no, we'll be making no trip to the US this year.
Another train.
It's the Scarlet Ghost Train on Netflix,
That's a loud one.
June 1st. It's just the way the slight breeze is blowing. We're not really close to the railway track. I know that sounds silly. And some nights you won't hear them.
No.
But what you're not hearing at all is there's no aircraft in the sky.
Oh, thank you.
On a
Shamo.
cloudy day, fig leaves waffling.
No, they know how they have to greet me, so
Yeah, you need.
that's
They
right.
need to appease the Queen.
That will.
Me, they just
No.
abuse,
No.
derogatorise, attack, but I don't
Actually,
care.
Queen makes me feel too old. So can you start saying princess, please, instead of queen?
Another video of Gringos there.
Yeah, I've subbed to him now, so I can go to his channel. It is on your channel, isn't it?
Now we'll see what you look like when you're tired. So he's
Will we
put
get
himself
scared?
in front of the camera.
Or we get scared.
You're not naked. Don't tell me you're naked.
That's alright. He can just Chama can send a big leaf to him.
You'd never be that cold here. We've got, are they woolen?
No, they're just feather quilts.
Oh, we've got feather quilts.
I think.
But I'll be honest, I kick mine off most nights.
Well, we've got slightly thinner quilts than the spare room because.
Well, the spare ones, they're probably 4 inches thick.
Yeah. But that's because the air conditioner is facing the people sleeping in that room.
Well, you turn it down low. if you want to. That room won't take a lot to heat. They're reverse cycle air conditioned, so you can have either the heat or the cold.
Just give it a couple of secs, Chamo. I had to wait.
You're spoiling them, Scarlett, but that's good. That's what they're there for.
Oh, thank you, Scarlett. Some artwork in the email.
I know the best pillow I ever had was it duck down or was it goose down? Could have been goose down. It was so perfect. You put your head into it and it just formed a shape. Not a memory thing, you know what I mean, but a goose down pillow.
Well, they're usually duck and down combination in a feather quilt.
I'm talking
And
about
the down.
pillows.
Oh, I had some of those from Germany, but I ended up.
Eider down. Okay, yep. That sounds familiar.
Yes. That's it, Scarlett.
And that's when Scarlett says, Eider down the pub. Eider down the shops. We don't know what Chamo looks like.
Yeah, we don't know what you look like, Chamo.
We do know behind every fig leaf hides a good man.
Actually, you've put yourself on cam, haven't you, Chamo? I can't remember. It doesn't bother us. If you want to, you want. If you don't, you don't.
So if you're staying here, you'll get breakfast in bed if you like. As long as you don't sleep naked, you'll scare the delivery boy. And then you come in the morning with a coffee and come out on the poop deck here, overlooking the estate. Well, raised garden beds. 65 at night. That sounds pretty cool. This is the best time to come to Australia right now. We have average temperatures during this time of the year of about 25, 26. All your kids are 19 years and under. You obviously found out what it was meant for later in life. I was 39 when I got married. She was 25. I fell in love with a Mexican girl. Wow, 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 wow. Do you take this beautiful Mexican girl to be your wife? Yes. Do you take Gringo, you know, the man they call wow, 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 as your husband? See? I pronounce you mammoth and wife.
What?
Things happen for a reason, and things break for a reason. I'm just about hearing Sid's that Harper Valley PTA song in my head.
6 years old.
Good age.
Oh.
Daddy's girl. Yep. They're just like all kids, aren't they? Gregarious, fun-loving.
Yeah.
Things fall apart. I'm glad I read that the second time, Shamo. I thought you said, my girlfriend is 9 years old. No, 9 years younger than me. Good, I'm glad I read that again. You're about to get booted. All your kids are different. They are all totally different. They have some similarities, but they have all their own characters.
Yeah, well, we're crazy in this family, aren't we?
Well, you are.
Yeah,
Confirmed.
I am. And my
Talking to
kids,
a camera that wasn't here.
yeah. Well, and I go and talk to the plants every day. I say, come on, grow. I know I have to wait a while, but give me good fruit when you do fruit.
Yep, that's how they come. That's how the bundle comes, Gringo.
Yeah, they're all
Doesn't matter what
different.
age you have children. If you have them younger, there's a bit of an advantage that you grow up with them. So that's a good thing. They become very close, as in friends as well as children.
Well, you were married young, Sid, so...
Yep, there's plenty of them. I saw plenty of them in prison. Big men against little women, small men against other men.
Mm.
Yeah, that'd be about right, Gringo. No, like I say, I can make your ears fall back. Sid, you think you were young at 16. One of my sisters was 15 when she fell pregnant. My other sister was 14. And the youngest of my sisters was 13 when she fell pregnant. And in those days, it was quite common.
You know, how many have you got in your family?
5.
Well, you just think about it, weren't you like 19 with your first. It's only 3 years off 16.
Who? Me?
Yeah.
I was 19, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was the oldest to have children, if you like. But there were plenty of 14 and 15-year-old brides in Australia in the 70s, as there would have been in Canada and the US. No different. Different time.
Oh, that's pretty good, Gringo. Married and stayed together 25 years, then divorced. Oh well. That's sometimes how life is.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, Sid. The younger you have kids, there's a different affinity. There's the father, mother figure, and then there's that friend figure, and they talk to you on a level as if they were their peers. So that's good. Don't let him try and kid you. It's not his girlfriend, it's his parole officer. We all have a story to tell.
Yes, yeah.
Some are similar, some are different. All interesting. Yep, but that was quite common in my country.
Yeah, and then they, that was your sisters for that young, and then their kids,
Cleaning windows. Well,
then their kids
had, yep.
young kids,
Yep.
were young when they had their first, so they followed their
I am a
paths.
great uncle.
Yeah. Chamo. I'm going to time Chamo out. He's telling you to go clean windows.
Cleaning windows.
You'll lose your wrench, Chamo.
See, a story that is of someone's life is usually always true.
It was 19, Sids.
19. I was only 19. My eldest son is 40. Oh yeah, that's from a group called Red Gum.
When I'm cleaning
Oh, George
windows.
Formby, cleaning windows. Yeah, that's George Formby.
I don't know that one. Sing it.
It's an old English song.
Oh.
I'd have to look at the lyrics again, but it's a pretty easy lyrical song to sing.
A Van Morrison song.
I was
all
standing
cleaning
on the
windows.
corner of the street one afternoon when a lady walked by. Oh me, oh my. You'd remember that one too, eh?
I'll have to type in YouTube cleaning windows songs and see what comes up.
Just type in George Formby. Who's that Irish band that? Never mind, I'll look them up.
Yeah, you might be quicker to look it up, Gringo, than ask us.
If you take my wrench away, something will happen. The darkness will befall the room. The mist will come.
Leaning on the lamppost. That one
Leaning
I know.
on the lamp.
Yeah, I know that one.
I like old Irish ballads and Scottish ones
My old man.
and old
dustman,
English ones. Yeah. Oh, my when's the dustman? He wears the dustman's hat.
He wears gold
I
blimey
mean,
trousers, and he lives in a council flat.
Yep. I met my girl by the gasworks wall. Dirty old town, dirty old town. I'll try and sing that in karaoke one night. King of the Fairies.
I don't know that.
King of the Fairies. Is it something to do with an Irish band that lives in an RV with no toilet? Welcome back.
That's a good song too. Welcome back, Mr. Cotter. I'm a bit lost. Do I owe you a couple of stars?
Do you remember
Chamo?
this song? Because I'm sure Sid's would and others. She was only 16. Only 16.
Dr. Hook.
That's it. Dr. Hook.
Lisa Marie.
It should never be called the Lisa Marie. Maybe the Marie Celeste would be more appropriate.
Oh, where's, I think working. Butchie's got a sore back,
Oh, yeah?
and Danny's working, and Mel's working.
Sam Cooke. Good singer, Sam Cooke.
Yeah, there's also Dr. Hook's sang.
Nat King Cole, one of my
well.
favourite singers.
Maybe it was a different version. 16. There is a few different ones. Only 16 was Dr. Hook, one I know, and then there's a Sweet 16.
That was Sedaka, I think, was it? Neil Sedaka?
Yep.
Of course, Jerry Lee Lewis liked him young as well. Great balls of fire, yeah, I'll marry you. You're only 13, that'll do, yeah.
Huh?
Jerry Lee Lewis
Is that?
married his girl when she was 13.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Well, back in the day, it wasn't that unusual, was it?
It's not unusual. Do 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 do.
Yep, Sid's. Oh, his 14-year-old cousin.
Yeah, but he was 13 when she was 13 when he hooked up with her. Bad boy, bad boy. What you gonna do?
I used to love that show.
Yep, they did. Well, there was a choice, girl. He could have stayed in England, and we would gone to the Old Bailey, or leave. One of the best duets Nat King Cole had passed, but Natalie sang that song with him. I thought that was beautiful.
Yeah, a few people did that where their father or whatever
Well,
mother
yes.
had passed and they got
Lisa
the old
Marie did
clip.
it with Elvis.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool actually. You just had another one. You just...
Jimmy Savile. Unbelievable. Do you remember Scarlett? In the 70s, Sid Vicious, who was a punk band leader and pretty popular, went on, I think it was Tony, I'm trying to remember the commentator. He went on to a show, talk show, and he said Jimmy Savile is a pedophile. He got into so much shit about that,
Oh,
but he was right.
that's when Dr. Hook was pretty young, Chamo. Put that link in.
That's Shamo, I think. That's Shamo, isn't it?
Oh, is that Chamo's?
Yeah, I think that's Shamo with the beard and the
Yeah.
buck teeth.
I like Dr. Hook songs.
There's some funny music when I was growing up. We went from I used to listen to 50s music, as all my uncles and aunties used to play it on the piano. We'd sing it, we'll gather around the piano and go, the white cliffs of Dover, all that sort of thing. And then, of course, the Beatles, Rolling Stones, come the 70s, pop kicked in. I've listened to all sorts of music. I just cannot. I understand the lyrical delivery of rap. Don't misunderstand my next statement. But I can't stand the rhythm of rap.
There is one rap song I do like, Gangsta's Paradise.
Yeah, but that's not really rap. That's sort of smoothed out.
They class it as rap, but I really do like that song.
It doesn't work for me. Hello, Blinky, Marquis, or Wannabe. Actually, I could say a town near Blinky is Wanoble. She lives near Wanoble. No one would ever know what the hell I'm talking about. I bet it's cool where you are, Blinky. It's down to buffering. 17 degrees here. Buffering? Mm-hmm. Okay, I've been buffering for the last hour. Obi-Wan Obi.
War Noble. That's what Blinky wrote.
Yeah. Actually, it gets cold where you are. We know it gets cold where you are.
Yeah.
Even later in the bloody year.
But sometimes getting up early on a cold, crisp morning, as much as I don't cope real well in the cold,
Hot
believe
coffee.
you me, it is nice. And if it's going to be a sunny day, but it's still a cold, crisp day, the sun comes out,
You know you're going to have a good day if you wake up in the morning and there's a fog. In my country anyway, if there's a big heavy fog.
It's a nice day.
In the morning it turns out to be a beautiful day. Mind you, we've got some beautiful days now. Average temp about 25, 26, getting down to about, well, what it is now, 17.
Yeah, thick fog. I love waking up in the morning.
Trigger.
At Mum's on the property, wake up early, and that thick fog over the acreage, and then see all the bunnies hopping around. Oh, I miss that. Oh, you had a thick fog today. What's the... Oh, Sid's bought it. Is that a car? Actually, how do you say it?
I only got a glimpse of it. She said...
She just bought a Tirago?
No, a Traeger.
Traeger.
Whoop. Another train. I think someone's not telling us something. I think everyone's been shipped out. We're not being told. We've been left behind.
55. What's 55?
Cold.
It's 17 Celsius, yeah?
You can click the F if you like. It'll be 60 something, I think.
Are you swearing at me?
No.
64.
64 degrees Fahrenheit here, and it's cooling down, I can tell you.
So 50 for a week. Well, that's cold for me, Sid. Then.
It'd be something like 8 or 9. Yeah, they were pretty popular in Australia, Dr. Hook, for about a few years. It didn't last that long. One of the American singers that has always been popular here is Alice Cooper.
Oh, that's not good, Blinky.
On the freeway, I guess. Melbourne freeways are pretty notorious.
Yes.
No, but I hear it's not that popular, Shamo. I think the ratings were pretty low. comes another train. I'm telling you, they're moving people out and they're leaving us behind. What the hell's going on? There's no one on the trains. Yeah, I'm afraid there is no winner in a truck and an SUV. Truck 1, SUV 0. He walked out. Oh, he's always been popular here.
I've never heard them, Gringo.
Play with a blue oyster cult.
I've never even heard the name.
Of
What that band I did
the Saw Doctors.
Yeah.
No, never heard of them. I think some of the best music kicked in between the Vietnam War in about 1975. So we're talking probably 15 years. Some great music in that period.
I love Alice Cooper. I had some of his albums. I like to get some of his CDs or put it down on iTunes. You know, it's surprising how many people actually have.
Yeah, I think if someone said pick your decade, it would have been 60s to the mid 70s. In that music, revolutions occurred. Some of the music dictated revolutions, believe it or not, as you all know.
Yeah, they sound alright, Ringo. I've just never heard of them.
I like Ian Anderson Tull back then. Don't know him, sorry. Tull is something like you pay as you go through a gate on a freeway.
No, the name's familiar. Is there more to the name, Scarlett, not just Tull?
Ian Anderson, she said.
No, I thought there was another. They had another band name or something. Something Tull or Tull something.
Hickory pellet sounds good. Mesquite, ooh, it sounds like you're smoking a lot.
That's it, Jethro Tull.
That's who we would know, Jethro
Yes.
Tull.
Oh, did you, Blinky? Yeah, I'll have to listen to some more of their music. Oh, Ringo, that sounds pretty good, their music. I'm going to get rid of it in a minute. I'm going to put it.
Yes, I'm going to have a shower. April Wine. Nope, doesn't ring a bell with me.
Yes, it does. It's familiar. I do know April Wine. I think.
Come back again. I'm just crazy about you, babe.
Eagles.
No,
No? Who's that?
I talk to your mom and
I know
I
that
talk
song.
to
Come on,
your
who sings
dad. No, someone's got to guess it. Real bad. Come back again. I'm just crazy about you, babe.
We made you hungry. April Wine. Have a look.
April Sun in Cuba. We know that one, don't we, Blinky?
Actually, no, I don't know that one, April Wine. What are you going to have for breakfast, Sid?
Dragon.
Dragon.
Probably
Oh
of
my
all,
God,
probably of
that's
all
my-
the New Zealanders, Tim Finn is the one that I think's probably got, of all of them, the most talent I've ever heard.
Dragon, I haven't heard them in ages.
April Sun in Cuba.
Yeah.
All right. There was a big band in Australia at the time. There was Sherbet. All my friends are getting married. Yes, they're all growing old. And they're all staying home on the weekends. They're out doing what they're
Yeah, we
told.
heard.
Yeah, a
Jamai.
couple of days ago. Terrible. Haven't heard from VMAC. Thought she might be able to update us what's going on. It's terrible. We've had one massacre in Australia. It's terrible.
2.
One.
The one at the Link factory in New South Wales, the Link shop at New South Wales.
But we're not talking 35 people like down in
Oh no.
Skyhook, Shirley. Terrible end to Shirley's life. He just started to learn how to fly a helicopter. He just didn't learn how to land it. Shirley Strawn. About as Aussie as they come. See, I like David Bowie. I do like. Depends where you come from.
I know, but you're not.
David Bowie. It's actually how he pronounced his name. But you go Bowie,
I say
like if you want to throw him a knife or something.
Bowie.
Anyway, I like Queen. There are a lot of big bands that really stood out, but individuals, David Bowie, to keep you happy.
Bowie.
Oh God, here we go. We can be heroes just for one day.
Meatloaf.
Now, Bad Out of Hell was about it, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
2 out of 3 ain't
I
bad.
suppose when you think about it, that was probably his
I
best-selling
want
album.
you. I need you. But there ain't no way I'm ever gonna love you. Don't feel sad, 'cause 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Actually, they brought him over about 5 years ago for a big football grand final,
Oh.
and he was awful.
How embarrassing
He
was that?
was, just terrible. Just shocking.
It was horrible, wasn't
Which is
it?
sad, because everyone wanted to hear about Out of Hell and things like that, and it just turned out awful.
Paul McCartney and all them still good singers.
Yep.
Rod Stewart.
Even Ringo,
Yeah.
he can sing. Ringo can sing.
But isn't it amazing as you get older how your voice does change?
Liverpool, I left you, but I never let you down. Da 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 da. Mind you, his greatest hit was, of course, In the Town Where I Was Born. Da 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 da. You know the song? Da 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 da.
Yeah, I do. I can't think of the name.
We'll.
Oh, leave in a yellow
Yeah,
submarine.
you got it.
Yellow submarine.
And da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da da da. 1, 2, 3. We
Oh,
all
live in a yellow submarine. Hey Jude.
yesterday.
All my troubles seem so far
All my
away.
pastries got stolen away. Couldn't make my lemon
Buffering.
veggie pie. And that is
I
why.
believe in yesterday. Nah, you're not old Scarlett. Oh my God, you're buffering bad.
It was different music in the 80s and 90s. I agree with you, Sid. There was some good stuff there.
Yes,
But
the bird.
of course, in your period, knowing me, knowing you.
Uh-huh.
Da 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 da. Wings. Paul McCartney and Wings. At the My Music Bowl in 1975. You must have been 4, Blinky. Your cases are nowhere near down as ours are, Shamo. We've got, I think today there were 11 new cases in Australia. We're still locked up. We're not going anywhere.
Yeah, I was about 13 when I saw my first one blinking. I saw my first one was the Osmonds.
I'm embarrassed. My first concert was Rolf Harris.
And I've seen...
Tie me kangaroo down, sport.
Oh my
Tie
God,
me
no,
kangaroo down.
No, we don't sing his songs anymore.
No, he's been a bad, bad boy.
The Osmonds I saw was my first concert, and then I saw...
I thought the Carpenters were great
Oh.
lyricists, for sure. They had some
Yes.
great songs.
Love their music.
I'm on the top of the world looking down on creation, and the only explanation I can find is the love that I've found ever since you've been around. I'm at the top of the world.
Oh, when I saw the Bay City Rollers.
Oh no. Jeez. I think the Bay City Rollers have tried to scrub their name off Google themselves.
And John English twice, 2 nights in a row.
John English was mainly a singer, but he became more of an actor. We lost him recently, actually.
I'll have to go listen to some of those later, Gringo. I've never heard of Floyd Red Crow, no. Who else have I seen? Johnny Farnham,
Johnny Farnham was a good singer.
Ted Mulry Gang.
Yeah. Come jump in my car. I want to take you home.
Jimmy Barnes.
Split Ends, yeah. They're a good group, Split Ends. That's Tim and the boys.
Oh, I'm going to now get ready for bed. I don't know about anyone else, but mine just keeps buffering.
Mine's been buffering ever since I started, and I'm broadcasting. Carlos Santana, Rob Thomas together. Now, I also do like a few opera singers.
Not really into opera.
What? Nothing wrong with Pavarotti. Domingo.
Is that the blind guy?
No, Domingo is very short, very good tenor. No, you're thinking of Andre Bocelli.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, he's really good. He's probably the best, I think, left.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say not.
Must be pretty shitty if you come in here, Blinky. I'm about the barrel of the bottom. Yeah, oh gee, seeds on them. I go, oh, nowhere else to go. It's all shit. I'll go and stir the seeds up for a while. Went for a ride. People are getting sick of this. Wow, so many people at some meeting in parking lots. Well, I have to say, Shamo, err on the edge of caution, because the first wave has been disastrous. The second wave, if people let it happen, will be catastrophic. There'll be no coming back. You will live in the greatest depression the world has ever seen if people go back too early.
Well, I'm just going to get ready for bed.
Yep, I truly believe that there are a lot of stupid people in the world that have taken their frustration and anger to the streets to simply say they're frustrated and angry.
Yeah, but everything...
Point is, and I made this point the other day, imagine, like, say, if only Michigan had 10,000 cases, nowhere else on the planet, they have suddenly got 10,000 cases, 1,000 dead, they'd close Michigan down as tight as a drum. But because it's everywhere, everyone's getting frustrated. I have to say that if countries open up too early, they are going to invite a second wave like they don't know. I'll give you the greatest example. Singapore got on top of their first wave brilliantly. They're now having 500 to 600 cases a day, new virus cases every day, because they went back too early. Their second wave is worse than their first. And that's a smart country like Singapore.
Yeah, we're the same, Gringo. Well,
You can't even get into my state.
I'll leave you to it.
That's okay. They don't give a shit. They'll be burying their own. Harsh, I know those words, but true.
Well,
No, I have to say, there's some very smart people in this room, but some very stupid Americans. Yep, they have. That's a terrible side effect to this, particularly domestic violence. It's got to be each country's decision to go back when they want to.
yeah.
But you've got the United States President saying in one category, you must follow these guidelines before you reopen. And then on his Twitter account, he's encouraging protesters. That's hypocrisy. There's a national guideline for states and governors to follow to re-enter the normality of life. But then he basically yells and screams at the protesters saying, yeah, good on you. Ridiculous.
Well, guess who's still doing hairs and nails? A mortician. Want an appointment, keep going out.
It could be very true, old Gringo. Well, I'll give you an idea, Blinky. Today, I watched a very short video from WHO, and it said in a statement, please do not go back early because the worst is still to come. Referencing, obviously, poor countries, India, Bangladesh, Indonesia, Africa.
Oh, there you are. I was just about to go to bed, but I'll wait
Hello,
now.
VMAC.
Hey, my chocolate buddy.
Oh, Gringo, I would be happy to be invited by the American Congress to stand up and talk as a citizen of the planet and say, listen, most of you Americans are pretty smart. Some of you are stupid. Now, if you want to follow a line where you go back too early and you start burying more dead, and the second wave will be bigger. Now, I can categorise why a second wave would be bigger because you have more asymptomatic people who've had the virus, had no symptoms. Then they all go back to work and infect people who are not going to be able to be asymptomatic. The spread would be rapid and catastrophic. But you don't need to listen to an old greying bearded Sasquatch from Australia. I'm just telling you what I reckon my point of view is, and my opinion is you go back early, you'll be burying your dead in great numbers.
VMAC, how are you? We heard on the news about
Very terrible news in Nova Scotia.
yeah, I'll send seeds over to America to you. Oh, the chocolate stash, yes, it's holding VMAC. Yep, we've replenished. Oh yes, give VMAC one of them. We saved for some VMAC, did you see that?
Mine's playing up, actually. Am I back?
Yes, because he has his own stash VMAC, buffering.
I want you to look into the chocolate as it swings. Listen to my voice, VMAC. This chocolate is mine.
It's still,
I think we are starting to buffer badly. I do apologise.
oh, you've got to see it, VMAC. Hey, JP. Oh, you're at VMAC's house, JP. All right.
Yeah, if you're at VMAX house, you're tied to the front post with razor wire, and she's walking backwards and forwards, and just hitting you with the butt of a rifle in the chin, taking a few teeth out each time, saying, JP, maybe next time you could say you're
Oh
coming.
my god, it's only just, that's how much lag. You only just now, the first time you showed the chocolate
Wow.
from it, yeah. All the girls are swooning now. JP's in the room.
Yeah, I'll just stop talking. No
There's
point.
none. There is none. Don't tell Deb where you are. Yeah. Sorry about the buffering in that. She's not good. She's got a sore back. She's been working really hard in her garden. I think she overdid it a little bit. You better put your shower video up, JP. All the girls are here now. I think there's a bit of lag as well. Right. Yes, it's cold here, VMAC. Yeah, he owns trackies, as we call them. Track pants, trackies. It is 17 degrees Celsius here. Man, is that lag? I've only just seen him walk past in my camera and he's already in the house. See his shadow moving in the house. So VMAC, we heard about the shootings there. Not very good, hey? It's 7 degrees. My God, 7, no thanks. So 17 is, what is it? 17 is 63 Fahrenheit for those who don't.
Cold.
Yeah, it was bit of a really bad lag. You were already in the middle of the kitchen and I only just saw you walk past on the camera.
Okay.
And VMAX said she didn't realise you owned long pants.
It's cold. You want to see my legs, VMAC? Is that what you're saying? Oh, jeez. Cold.
Oh, you're like... I know, JP, it is rare to
Yes,
get
you
bad
can teach
news.
you how to sing. What is?
It's rare to get bad news from Canada. This VMAX
Yes,
is
terrible.
saying it's sad shooting.
Very, very bad.
Oh, prayers to all their families.
On a cold and dark Chicago morning, JP was born in the ghetto, and his mama cried.
99 cents. I'm sure everybody flocked to his channel and paid that 99 cents. Not.
Seedvis.
LCs.
Get you a platinum membership.
Your points.
Holy cow. I'll be honest, most times if I saw $1 on the ground, I'd walk by.
Oh, no way. Always pick up a penny. Find a penny, pick it up, give it to someone else to have good luck. That's what I do. You know, well, I won't do it now because nobody will take it off me, but the odd time when I've done it, you get some
All right,
people...
mate. You make sure you gently hit that sack. Turn that reverse cycle heat air conditioner on. Pull up the dinner. Let out a couple of farts and go to sleep. Sweet dreams are made of this.
Oh, Blinky's going.
Who am I?
All right, Blinky, good night. Stay safe. Yes, VMAC, yep, your fangs need sharpening. Okay, drop your PayPal. I'll put seeds up in his,
I'll sharpen them for you. I'll grab you like a sheep, put you on your back, grab you by the chin, and just, here you go.
love you, Blinky.
Slap you on the house and send you out into the paddocks. Have a good one, Blinky. Very sad. The man in the can has reached total stardom. Just for...
I cannot find that sign, Gringo, that heart with the cross in the middle. I can't find it in my emojis.
Okay.
Mel did it the other night too.
Maybe they've just made one up. You can always copy it.
No, I can't. I mean, if I click on their name now, I can block them or hide them. That's all I can do.
Oh, okay. Close your eyes and I'll kiss you. Tomorrow I'll miss you. But remember that I will be true.
Well, of course, VMAC.
Buffering again. You apologise?
That's probably why they're doing it. I did come across, I don't know, Rosie or something. And when I've gone and looked at the streams, all she's done is just constantly having a go and starting to tell dirty secrets on Elvis. Is that correct? No, see, it's not buffering for Sid. Everyone's got a delay because I'm buffering now. Look.
Right. I don't know. I don't know what causes it. I'm on 4G, most powerful technology we have.
There's another train. I had to refresh.
That might do it. Maybe you guys refresh. Maybe you'll catch up because I think I'm lagging way behind.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, I had to refresh too, but I know it's buffering again.
I don't know. I give up.
Well, anyway, I think they're both disgusting if they're both lowering themselves to just playing low ball now at each other and telling dirty secrets. It's just like ridiculous. Oh, okay, Chamo.
I don't know what to say, Shama. Let's take it down to 72.
I think I'm going to have to restart the modem. I think because the power was
I'm on
also
4G.
long today. Yeah, but I'm buffering. I'm not on 4G.
I don't know. It's coming and going. It must be the fluctuation of gamma rays from the sun. That's what it is, yes. We're being bombarded. You notice the weather's changed? What it is? Meteor, asteroid attack. Yeah, it's all happening at the same time. Earthquakes, volcanoes erupting. Yes.
No, but we have had a lot of trains in the last 2 hours.
We have.
More than usual. I can't see what...
You're going to wake up one day, Shamo, to this noise. FedEx! FedEx! You'll open the door and there'll be a window. This is a special delivery for you, sir.
From Seeds.
Yeah. It's a mirror. It looks like a window, but he wants you to look into it.
Oh, it just went all fuzzy then.
I tell you, it's the invasion. No one would have believed at the turn of the 21st century that a virus would have attacked mankind. No one would have believed it was a fig stew that Shamo made that erupted and caused the virus. No one would have believed that Shamo was a Russian spy living in Canada.
Wearing
yes.
fig leaf. You didn't pay your taxes. Never shall he get taxes.
No. the weird and wonderful world of Boit, which is best avoided. You know, I'm telling you the truth. I want you to go and watch funny cat videos, young puppy videos, bouncy boob videos along the beach, but stay away from the Boit. This has been a community message from Seeds to Freedom. The king put a spell on me. Good luck to him. I'd like to meet him eye to eye, but he'd need a very large stepladder to achieve that result.
He put a spell
I don't
on
pick
you.
on dwarfs.
It's just disgusting.
No.
No. Same seeds. It's very noisy over that side.
It's just a slight breeze. We're getting all that from the railways, which is a good 3 or 4 kilometres away.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree, Sids.
Cigarette?
Yeah, I don't know, Chemo. Sometimes we get nights like this where it's just crap.
It's the invasion of the zombies, I tell you.
Old Gringo. Bottom of YouTube.
On some channels, it's just bottom.
I mean, the train has
Bottom of
gone.
YouTube is where boys can be boys or boys can be girls. It matters not.
Or
But
boys.
on the bottom of YouTube, you will find the nastiest women around that are still really just men with wigs. But that's just my opinion.
Oh, scripted. Who knows, Chemo?
Stay away. I warn you.
But scripted, so you're saying in about a month's time they're going to be best of buddies again, but not mention what happened or apologise to each other. It's all crap.
Is it 9:45 p.m.?
It is. Yes, and
Now you're talking my language, gringo. 21:45.
No, don't do 24-hour clocks.
21:45.
No, my new oven has the choice of 24 or 12. If it didn't give me the choice of the 12, I wouldn't have bought it. I don't do 20.
One out in the middle of nowhere, in an old bunker, believe it or not. Bought it off the government.
Oh, yeah. Haven't heard from
But he does tell
for a
me
while.
the one thing that happens in Louisiana a lot, it rains a lot.
So your day's just starting, B-Mac. Have you had your porridge?
Porridge is nearly lunchtime here. What are you talking about? She's probably prepping a wild avocado as we speak, hunting it down.
Well, good people.
I would know what Tiger Channel is.
No, it's obviously not a channel. I'm going to bed. So I hope you all sleep well or have a good day. I'll leave you with seeds,
Yeah, I'll be going to bed too.
but I have to blame your kids first.
All right, it's toodaloo time.
If you get it with the lag and the buffering.
Yeah, just letting you know, I actually stopped talking 35 minutes ago. You are suffering really bad lag. It's now lunchtime with VMakers. But anyway, have a great day. Smile. Smile a lot. Laugh. Get serious when you have to.
They'll be saying
Be
good night
safe.
for the
Be
next-
smart. And be kind.
They'll be saying good night for the next half hour with the lag.
That's true. I'm still here, but I've been asleep for 35 minutes. Good night.